Good evening, everyone. My name is Guy Davis. Welcome to the Oster Center. Thank you very much for asking me to come here and be your performer. Good evening, everyone. My name is Guy Davis. Welcome to the Oster Center. I'm going to start off with a song.
Thank you very much
by the great Willie Dixon, made popular by Howlin' Wolf, called Spoonful. Good evening. It's alright, it's alright. It's alright, it's alright. It's alright, it's alright. It's alright, it's alright. Could be a spoonful of coffee. Could be a spoonful of tea. Just a little spoon of your precious love is good enough for me. Some men lies about a little spoonful. I seen them cry about that spoonful. They even die about a little spoonful. Everybody fighting about spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. Everybody fighting about spoonful. It's alright, it's alright. It's alright, it's alright. It's alright, it's alright. It's alright, it's alright. Could be a spoonful of diamonds. Could be a spoonful of gold. Just a little spoon of your precious love satisfy my soul. Some men lies about a little spoonful. They even cry about that spoonful. I seen them die about a little spoonful. Everybody fighting about spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. Everybody fighting about spoonful. It's alright, it's alright. It's alright, it's alright. It's alright, it's alright. It's alright, it's alright. Could be a spoonful of water, save you from the desert sand. But just a little spoon of my 45 would save you from another man. Some man lies about that. I seen him cry about a little. They even die about a little spoonful. Everybody fighting about spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. Spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. Everybody fighting about spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. That spoon, that spoon, that spoonful. The whole world fighting about a spoonful. And there you go. Beautiful song by Willie Dixon. Make sure you look up Howlin' Wolf. Check him out. I'm going to do now a song that I wrote. This song is called Taking Just a Little Bit of Time, and you can help me with it. All you have to do, I remember the words, taking just a little bit of time, baby, taking just a little bit of time. I like to spend time in the country. City ain't for me. Put down my phone, go out alone, and I let my my spirit be. I'm taking just a little bit of time, baby. Taking just a little bit of time. I'm taking just a little bit of time, baby. Taking just a little bit of time. That's the part you sing. I like to go by the river, sit on the banks all day, with a pole and a line, nothing on my mind. I could hear what the catfish say. Here's what they say. Sing it with me. I'm taking just a little bit of time, baby. Taking just a little bit of time. Well, I'm taking just a little bit of time, baby. Taking just a little bit of time. I like to take my shoes off, go barefoot on the ground. I take a gander at a little salamander and I watch him getting around. Here's what Salamander said. He said, I'm taking just a little bit of time, baby. Taking just a little bit of time. Well, I'm taking just a little bit of time, baby. Taking just a little bit of time. I like to play my banjo and walk the railroad track. I walk all day for miles and miles. I don't care when I get back. I'm taking just a little bit of time, baby. Taking just a little bit of time. Yes, I'm taking just a little bit of time, baby. Taking just a little bit of time. I keep whiskey in my pocket. Sometimes I make it gin. Sometimes I tote a keg of beer. It depends what mood I'm in. Here you go. I'm taking just a little bit of time, baby. Taking just a little bit of time. Well, I'm taking just a little bit of time, baby. I'm taking just a little bit of time. In the city, folks are in a hurry, and I gotta get out their way. In the country I go wandering, I won't see a soul all day. Well, I'm taking just a little bit of time. Yes, I'm taking just a little bit of time, baby. I'm taking just a little bit of time. I'm taking just a little bit of time, baby. I'm taking just a little bit of time. Hey, I'm taking just a little bit of time, baby. I'm taking just a little bit of time. Thank you very much. That song means a lot to me. I wrote that, I guess about 7 years ago. I'd like to do now a song that I didn't write. It is done by the great Reverend Robert Wilkins, called That's No Way to Get Along. And I'm going to switch to one of my other instruments, this 12-string guitar here. Back in the year 1960, the Rolling Stones heard this song I'm getting ready to do, and they recorded it under the name Prodigal Son. And Reverend Wilkins, not wishing to be yet another American Negro dispossessed of his own music, decided to re-record his own song under the name Prodigal Son. So when the Rolling Stones made money, Reverend Wilkins made money. Now, I wonder whatever happened to that group, the Rolling Stones, you know. They ain't been heard of since. That's no way to get along. tell my poor mother. Friends, I'm gonna sit down and tell my mom. Well, I'm going home, sit down and tell my mom. Yes, I'm going home, friends, sit down and tell my mom. And that's no way for me to get along. These low down women, mama, they treated your poor son wrong. They treated your poor son wrong. These low down women treated your poor son wrong. Yes, the low down women where they treated your poor son wrong. And that's no way for me to get along. They treated me like my poor heart was made from a rock of stone, was made from a rock of stone. They treated me like my poor heart made of a rock of stone. Treated me like my poor heart made of a rock of stone. And that's no way for me to get along. Play it for me, boy. Was enough, mama, to make your son wished he dead and gone. Made me wish I was dead and gone. That's enough to make your poor son wished he dead and. That's enough to make your poor son wished he dead and gone. And that's no way for me to get along. Well, I stood out on the roadside. I cried alone, all by myself. I cried all by myself. Stood alone on the roadside. I cried all by myself. I stood alone on the roadside. I cried all by myself. And that's no way for me to get along. Well, I'm wanting some train to come and take me on away from here. Come on, take me away from here. Some train to come along, take me away from. Some train to come along, take me away from here. And that's no way for me to get along. Take it home for me, boy. Thank you. Now I gotta cheat and take a look at my list because I forgot what song's next. Yeah, it's right nearby though. Ah, okay. I have a song, I guess you could call it a ballad, sort of like a blues ballad. I'm not sure how to best describe it. This is called Got Your Letter in My Pocket. And for the time being, I'm going to take these finger picks off because it's a kind of a soft song. Got your letter in my pocket, and your face stays on my mind. Well, I heard that you had a baby, and I didn't know the child was mine. No, I didn't know the child was mine. There've been days when I've gone hungry. There've been nights I've slept out in the pouring rain. There've been times when I spent hiding. I was scared somebody would call my name. I was scared somebody would call my name. When your husband came to see me, I lied right in your husband's face. I said that I did not love you, and I didn't want to take his place. No, I didn't want to take his place. If you ever go to High Top, remember me to Annie Gray. She's got a houseboat down on the river. Sometimes she lets me stay. Sometimes she lets me stay. Don't tell no one that you saw me. Don't tell nobody that I came around. I'll be leaving soon in the morning, and I won't say where I'm bound. No, I won't say where I'm bound. Got your letter in my pocket, and your face stays on my mind. Well, I heard that you had a baby, and I didn't know the child was mine. I heard that you had a baby, and I didn't know the child was mine. Got your letter in my pocket. I'm going to switch right now to the 5-string banjo. Ancestrally an African instrument, but it definitely got Americanized and got metal parts and all sorts of things like that. But the music remains beautiful, whatever country, whatever origin. I'm going to sing a song that I wrote called Shaky Pudding. Now, let's back this up a little bit. See, I went over to England, over to the UK, and I tasted what they call English pudding. Man, now that is some substantial stuff. I'm talking about you could cut that English pudding up with a knife, form it into bricks, and build something with it. That's what I'm talking about. And I tried to explain to them that in America, where I come from, pudding is something that you play with before you eat it. You know how you take your spoon, kind of boing it a little bit, and it goes like that? Then you eat it. but I was told in no uncertain terms that one does not play with the Queen's pudding. All right. When I travel across the ocean, I travel across the sea to find my shaky pudding, and I'd bring her back to me, boys, I'd bring her back to me. Look outside my window at the leaves up on the tree. Yes, I love my shaky pudding, and I hope that she loves me, boys. I hope that she loves me. The raccoon and the possum stopped by to say hello. They wanted my shaky pudding, and I told them both to go, boys. Told them both to go. Well, I like my pudding greasy. I eat it with a spoon. Start early in the morning. I don't stop till afternoon, boys. I don't stop till afternoon. Oh, once I had a sweetheart with a face so pretty and fine, but she couldn't make that pudding shake. I left that gal behind, boys. I left that gal behind. Shaky pudding. Thank you. I first learned how to play a banjo, or started learning, back in the year 1960. And that was precisely the time when a black man in America did not need a banjo. You know what I'm talking about? Going back to those minstrel times and such things. The Supreme Court has just decided some 4, 5, 6 years before that, that segregation in public schools was unconstitutional, therefore illegal. So people in their music were looking for progressive stuff, guitars and folk music. And I'm sure my dad must have looked at me like I was crazy when I said I wanted a banjo. But fortunately, he gave me a banjo. Now I'm going to try a song that I learned back in 1960 at a summer camp. The song is called Deportees, having to do with the migrants in the southern hemisphere coming up through Mexico, crossing the Rio Grande, crossing the border into the United States. written by Woody Guthrie, a man who, despite his Western, Southern, somewhat racist environment that he grew up in, made a specific change in his life to exclude that form of human misbehavior from his own behavior. He became a champion for civil rights and human rights. The song Deportees is about an airplane crash that took place in 1948 in Los Gatos Canyon, California, on its way to Mexico, carrying some migrants back down and through into Mexico, out of the United States. The crops are all in and the peaches are rotting. The oranges piled in their creosote dumps. You're flying them back to the Mexican border to spend all their money to wade it back again. My father's own father, he waded that river. He took all the money that he made in his life. My brothers and sisters, come work in your fruit trees. They rode the trucks till they took down and died. I'm going to start this song one more time only because this capo seems to be leaving a little buzz. And I happen to have a spare one right over here, so let's use this. And I appreciate your patience, one and all. The crops are all in and the peaches are rotting. The oranges piled in their creosote dumps. You're flying them back to the Mexican border to spend all their money to wade back again. My father's own father, he waded that river. You took all the money he made in his life. My brothers and sisters, come work in your fruit trees. They rode the trucks till they took down and died. Goodbye to my Juan, goodbye Rosalita. Adios, mis amigos, Jesus y Maria. You won't have your names when you ride the big airplanes. All they will call you will be deportees. Some of us are illegal and some are not wanted. Our work contract's up and we have to move on. It's 600 miles to the Mexican border. They chase us out like outlaws, like rustlers, like thieves. We've died in your hills and we've died in your deserts. We've died in your valleys and we've died on your plains. We've died in your trees and we've died in your bushes. Both sides of the river, we died just the same. Goodbye to my Juan, goodbye Rosalita. Adios, mis amigos, Jesus y Maria. You won't have your names when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees. The sky plane caught fire over Los Gatos Canyon. Like a fireball of lightning, it shook all our hills. And who are these friends, all scattered like dry leaves? The radio says they were just deportees. Is this the best way we can grow your big orchards? Is this the best way we can gather your fruit? To fall like dry leaves and rot on your topsoil, to be known by no name except deportees. Goodbye to my Juan, goodbye Rosalita. Adios mis amigos, Jesus y Maria. You won't have your names when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportees. Thank you very much. There was a time once, just a few years ago, right here in New York City, at Bank Street College, I was doing an after-school program where students from various schools in the neighborhood come over, and I play a show about the blues. And a lot of the students in this neighborhood turned out to be Hispanic. And I showed up early, as I always do, and I tuned up and I waited on stage, and I waited and waited quite a while. Finally, somebody came down and said, the reason folks aren't coming is there is an ICE scare. ICE, as we know that organization to be. And the presenters felt embarrassed and badly, and they were neighborhood-oriented people. So when the folks eventually did come, largely Hispanic, rather than do my blues show, I opened it up with that song I just sang, Deportees, because that in its own way, I guess, is the blues. All right. I'm going to look now on my list once again, because my head is obviously not filled with a good memory today. Tell you what we'll do. We'll do something quite spicy. I don't know if this will make it into the final cut. Here's a song called It Was You. Think Johnny Cash. So I'm so busy laughing, I'll need to start that again. Yeah, here we go. I've got a secret, promise not to tell. I farted in the White House and it left an awful smell. I farted in the Oval Office and the Lincoln bedroom too. But I won't get in trouble, 'cause I told them it was you. It was you, it was you. Oh, I won't get in trouble, 'cause I told them it was you. I got myself a camera, I attached it to a drone. I flew it over the Pentagon when they were not at home. Took pictures of Mitch McConnell when he was making poo. But I won't get in trouble, 'cause I told them it was you. It was you, it was you. I won't get in trouble, 'cause I told them it was you. I read the president's Twitter when I hacked in his account. I saw his missing taxes, and that ain't all I found. His hair comes from a horse's ass, stuck on tight with glue. But I won't get in trouble, 'cause I told him it was you. It was you, it was you. I won't get in trouble, 'cause I told him it was you. Trumpty Dumpty built a wall just to be cool and edgy. He fell from the top, tried to stop, and died of a fatal wedgie. I went to see the president. My stomach was upset. I begged him, pull my finger. And he did, to his regret. My ass let loose a mighty roar. I watched his face turn blue, but I won't get in trouble, 'cause I told him it was you. It was you. It was you. I won't get in trouble, 'cause I told him it was you. It was you. I won't get in trouble, 'cause I told him it was you. You may take that any way you wish. Yes, I think it's time for me to change over guitars here. This song is called God's Gonna Make Things Over. This was written by the light of history, something they used to call the Tulsa Race Riots, but actually it was a Tulsa Race Massacre back in 1921. It seems that the black part of town, known as Greenwood, basically got destroyed, massacred, burned down, and so many, many, many black citizens of Tulsa, Oklahoma were killed, injured, and had all their property destroyed. Oh, my people may be slaves, buried down in nameless graves. You know God's gonna make things over one of these days. Tulsa, Oklahoma, 1921. That's when the killing had just begun. You know God's gonna make things over one of these days. It ain't right, Lord, it ain't right what the white folks did in Tulsa on that night. W. Tate Brady was an evil man. He was a member of the Ku Klux Klan. God's gonna make things over one of these days. Black folks begging down on their knees, white folks hanging them up in trees. You know God's gonna make things over one of these days. It ain't right, Lord, it ain't right what the white folks did in Tulsa on that night. There was money in Greenwood town. White folks burned it to the ground. You know God's gonna make things over one of these days. Black doctor raised his hands up high. White folks shot him just to watch him die. You know God's gonna make things over one of these days. It ain't right, Lord, it ain't right what the white folks did in Tulsa on that night. When you hang me from a tree, raise me high so my people see. You know God's gonna make things over one of these days. Tell me, what did you learn when you watched my body burn? You know God's gonna make things over one of these days. It ain't right, Lord, it ain't right what the white folks did in Tulsa on that night. It ain't right, Lord, it ain't right what the white folks did in Tulsa on that night. Thank you. Some of these songs I write maybe aren't to tickle people's ears or make them feel jolly in particular, but maybe just to make you think about how precious life is. And here we are in the middle of this COVID crisis, and we're all doing the best we can. And the only upside to this COVID disease is that I get a lot of time alone and I do an awful lot of writing. And that's good for me. Well, let's see. Wow, there's a bunch of songs I could be doing. I'm not sure how we're going to do this, but let's see what we can do here. I have a song I'd like to do now. This song is actually by Bob Dylan. It's called Lay Lady Lay. And one of his friends, a black man named Richie Havens, did a wonderful version of this. So let's see what we can conjure up here. Lay, lady, lay, lay across my big brass bed. Lay, lady, lay, lay across my big brass bed. Whatever colors you have in your mind, I'll show them to you and you'll see them shine. Lay, lady, lay, lay across my big brass bed. Stay, lady, stay. Come on and stay with your man a while. Until the break of day, let me see you make him smile. His clothes are dirty, but his hands are clean. And you're the best thing that he's ever seen. Stay, lady, stay. Come on and stay with your man for a little while. Why wait any longer for your world to begin? You can have your cake and eat it too. Why wait any longer for the one you love when he's standing right in front of you? Oh, let it lay across my big brass bed. Stay, lady, stay. Stay while the night is still ahead. I long to see you in the morning light. I long to reach for you in the night. Stay, lady, stay. Stay while the night is still ahead. Stay while the night is still ahead. Stay while the night is still ahead. Very beautiful song. Hope it reminds you of somebody you love. I think it is time for me to do a song I wrote called Kokomo Kid. That's who I'm known as on Facebook. I even have a live cast I do every morning, except Saturday is called Coffee with Kokomo. And we just get together and share a few songs and have a little coffee salute and a little friendly banter. And it keeps Kokomo Kid from going crazy during this COVID isolation. I want to tell you the story of a black man born back during the 1800s. They called him Kokomo Kid. His job was to deliver coal to the White House in Washington, D.C. He would drive a horse-drawn wagon along the street, and right around the corner from the East Wing, he would drop coal down the chute into the White House. And when the coal was finished going down, Kokomo Kid became part of the shadow government of the United States. See, occasionally things and people needed to get into the White House who couldn't be seen coming in through the front door. They had to go in by means of that coal chute. And sometimes after the coal went down, the next thing would go down would be some nose powder. We don't mean the kind a woman uses in her boudoir. And then alcohol, exotic alcohol from all around the world, even in the 20th century during Prohibition. Some of the best alcohol in the world got into the White House by way of Kokomo Kid. And then women would go down that coal chute 3 at a time, head first. They wasn't married to nobody in the White House. And this kept up through the years, even until the time when that coal chute became sealed up and long forgotten. The same tradition sort of continues. This is the past and the present according to Kokomo Kid. Back when prohibition was the law of the land, politicians knew we didn't understand that drinking was the way that laws got made, and they got laid and bribes were paid. When the white bootleggers got sent to jail, nobody couldn't come and go their bail except for Kokomo Kid. Talking about Kokomo Kid. When liquor got cut down, the government almost shut down. They needed a bag man who looked like a rag man, who better than a black man to come serve the white man his hoochie-fied liquor a whole lot quicker than the white bootleggers could do. I'm talking about Kokomo. Kokomo Kid. You can call me Kokomo. Kokomo Kid. Let me tell you about Annie Oakley. Buckskin mama got her very own drama. Come down from the mountain with the money that she counting for the governor of a state down south on the bottom, where I got him when I shot him in the foot trying to keep his size 10 out his mouth. My name's Kokomo. Kokomo Kid. The governor was talking too much. My name's Kokomo. Kokomo Kid. Run, get the shovel, dig a hole, Papa. Run, get the shovel, dig a hole in the ground. I was living in the rough, I was living on the top, I was lifting up the grid, I was living off the tip, but then they found me. They wanna use my skills, gave me money so I could pay my bills. They call me Kokomo. Kokomo Kid. Yes, they call me Kokomo. Kokomo Kid. Washington insiders want drugs and sex. It ain't about who's rich, but who connects. You gotta know the ropes and who to go to, who did your favors and who do you owe to. Office to office, I can hack your email, find out if you like male or female. I keep secrets if you say so, but everybody knows you got to pay more to Kokomo. Kokomo Kid, make your check out to Kokomo. Kokomo Kid. Well, I've calmed all of Washington's fears. I've kept the Supreme Court high for years. You got governors, senators, even representatives waiting for my drop-off. Medicine for a bad cough. I got a meeting at 3. I gotta bring Coke to the GOP. They call me Kokomo. Kokomo Kid. You can call me Kokomo. Kokomo Kid. They call me Kokomo. Kokomo Kid. You can call me Kokomo. Kokomo Kid. I guess I got time for about 2-3 more songs. I want to say how grateful I am to be here with you this evening, even if it's virtual. Thank you. Let's try once again on this guitar. A song, see if I can do this right, that though it became a hit pop song back in about the year 1951 or so, its origins went back to some musicians known as the Weavers. Now the Weavers, back in the 40s and I think in the 30s, met up with a black guitar playing king named Hughie Ledbetter. They called him Leadbelly. And Leadbelly did not sing on this song. The song is called Kisses Sweeter Than Wine. But he came up with an original guitar riff that he was showing off to his buddies, these young white musicians called the Weavers. Back in the late 1940s, Leadbelly died in 1949, and this song was recorded by Pete Seeger, Fred Hellerman, Lee Hayes, and Ronnie Gilbert in about 1950. Kisses Sweeter Than Wine. I think I'll try it without finger picks once again. young boy and never been kissed. I got to thinking it over, what I had missed. I got me a girl, I kissed her and then, oh Lord, you know I kissed her again. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. You can sing that part with me. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. I asked her to marry and be my sweet wife. Said we'd be so happy all of our life. I begged and I pleaded like a natural man till, oh Lord, you know she gave me her hand. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. Let me hear you. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. We worked mighty hard, both me and my wife, working hand in hand to make a good life. Corn in the fields, wheat in the bins. I was, oh Lord, the father of twins. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. Our children numbered just about 4. They all had sweethearts knocking at the door. They all got married and they didn't hesitate. I was, oh Lord, grandfather of 8. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. Let me hear you now. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. Now we are old and ready to go. We get to thinking what happened a long time ago. We had lots of kids, lots of trouble and pain, but oh Lord, you know we do it again. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. Oh, kisses sweeter than wine. Thank you. One more thing I'll add about that song. In the written sheet music, though Leadbelly did not get to play on the recording, his name is listed as one of the authors. Well, let's see what else we have to play here. I think I know what we're going to do. We're going to do a harmonica song. And for this one, I'm going to stand up. All right, everybody, I want you to pretend we're all here together. The song I'm going to do is called Long Gone Riley Brown. It's sort of a mush together of 2 songs plus stuff that I wrote. So it's part written, part stolen by me. There is a song called Riley Walked the Water about a prisoner trying to escape from a chain gang. And also a song called Long Gone about a prisoner trying to escape from the chain gang. We are going to dedicate this to Leadbelly because Leadbelly in real life sang his way out of prison twice. Once for Governor O.K. Allen of Louisiana, and another time for Governor Pat Neff of Texas. Both of these governors, when their terms ended, on their desk they left commutation papers for Leadbelly 2 separate times. And when you can sing your way out of jail twice, you are definitely a mythical sort of fella. Now, I'm going to need your help. When I say he's long gone. I need you to sing that right after me. I'm going to sing it twice. He's long gone. And you sing it again. Then I say, like a turkey through the corn. You sing that. With his long clothes on. You sing that. He's long gone. He's long gone. Nothing to it. So sing loud and mystify the people in your living room. Make them wondering why you stand up and clap and sing, okay? I'm gonna tell you a story about Riley Brown. He was a moonshine maker from outside town. Sheriff went to get him and he drawed his gun. That's when Riley began to run. He long gone, he long gone, like a turkey through the comb, with his long clothes on. He's long gone, he long gone. Had a special pair of shoes that he kept in a sack, had a heel in the front and a heel in the back. Riley took off when he heard the hounds coming, couldn't tell which way Riley was running. He long gone, he long gone, like a turkey through the comb, with his long clothes on. He's long gone, he long gone. Yeah, you ought to seen O'Reilly, sure could run, outran the bullets from the sheriff's gun. He ran through fire, ran through ice, ran across the water like Jesus Christ. He long gone, he long gone, like a turkey through the comb, with his long clothes on. He's long gone, he long gone. Sheriff caught Riley, throwed him in jail, took away his money so he couldn't make bail. Townsfolk hollered when they found out that the jail tipped over and Riley walked out. He long gone, he long gone, like a turkey through the comb, with his long clothes on. He long gone, he long gone. Riley died when he got old. Let me tell you a story ain't never been told. 10,000 biscuits in each hand. He sopped his way to the promised land. He long gone, he long gone, like a turkey through the comb, with his long clothes on. He's long gone, he long gone. Riley went to heaven with a bottle of gin. He banged on the gate, but he couldn't get in. St. Peter called out, "Is that Riley Brown? No more room, you got to go back down." He long gone, he long gone, like a turkey through the comb, with his long clothes on. He long gone, he long gone, he long gone, he long gone. Thank you all very much.